So for the fourth quarter of 2021, we have seen an overall increase of 14% in insurance rates here in the US. So in the next few minutes, we will discuss what is driving that 14% increase, what to expect at your next renewal, and what are some of the things that you can do to get the best results out of this insurance market. Okay, so what you're looking at on your screen is a graphic that shows the rate changes not only in the US, but also across the globe. So the gold bars that you see, the vertical gold bars, they show the rate changes across the globe. But the blue line with the blue dots in the middle, they show the rate changes here in the US. So we're only going to focus on the blue line because that's the rate changes in the US, and that's what we care about here. So overall, in the fourth quarter of 2021, we go all the way to the right, we see 2021 figures. We have seen an increase of 14% of insurance rates here in the US. Now, if we go back to the quarter before that, Q3 2021, we've also saw a 14% increase in Q3 of 2021. So it looks like overall rates may be stabilizing. This may be the new normal where 14% increase from last year. It may be around that's where the rates are stabilizing at, but it's too early to tell. Just because it happened twice does not make it a trend yet. So I'm keeping my eye on that. But let's now jump right into what is causing these rate changes or what is making it up. So in this graphic here, you see details, the property rate increases, the casualty rate increases, and the financial and professional lines. It breaks it down by coverage lines. So let's start at the top here. So what we're seeing for property, we saw a 7% increase in property insurance rates, and that's compared to a 10% increase from the previous quarter. So property rates looks like they're going down in the right direction. But let's drop down the casualty line. So that makes up auto liability, workman's comp, and general liability. So for those lines, we saw overall a 4% increase in rates, but the previous quarter, Q3 2021, we saw a 7% increase. So it looks like casualty rates are also almost mimicking the property rates where they're dropping down by 3 points. So that's a good trend for the property and casualty rates. But the financial and professional lines is a different story. Those rates are actually going up, and that's what's causing that overall 14% increase is that financial professional lines is really making up a big part of that increase. So we are looking at a 34% increase for Q4 2021. But before that, the quarter before that, we saw a 27% increase. So these are the only coverage lines that's actually increasing and moving up in the wrong direction. And what is causing that? Specifically, is cyber insurance. We have seen a 130% increase in cyber rates. So that's really driving that increase in that insurance rates that we're seeing. Now let's go over 3 things that you can do so you can get the best results from this market, because the 14% increase that we saw is just an average, but you want to perform better than the market average. So the first thing that you can do is go to the market early. Do not rush these underwriters. They're also short-staffed and overworked. And if you rush the underwriters and put something on their desk at the last minute, you will not get the best results. But the second thing you can do is consider alternative solutions. Maybe consider joining a self-insured workers' compensation group. And that is where you and other companies basically form your own insurance company to cover your workers' compensation risk. And since you own this company, all the dividends and profits are distributed back to you instead of to any shareholders. So this is very good in offsetting some of the costs in other coverage lines like cyber. But then the third thing that you can do, the last one, is work with a broker who understands you and your operations, your goals, and what you plan to do, because you cannot communicate to the underwriters, unfortunately. You have to rely on your broker to do that for you. And you want to make sure that your broker is representing you fully and have your best interest at heart. But if you like a complimentary diagnostic of your insurance program, so we can check underneath the hood, let you know what you have, and let you know if you have any coverage gaps, please don't hesitate to contact me. And as always, stay safe.